morning, guys. Today I'm starting off a little bit later than normal. It's almost 8 o'clock right now, and it's mainly just because I slept in a little bit. I haven't been sleeping well, and I thought I'd just take advantage of the fact that I was actually sleeping instead of getting up early. But besides that, I think what we're gonna do today is work on some clay. I want to finish my dragon feet that I started, I think 2-3 weeks ago, and then I have a face I need to make for one of the mandrakes, the last one that I'm going to be making. For the mandrake, I need to find some notes on what I need to do to the face. I basically have a description given to me by the person that commissioned me, and I don't want to read through that right now because I'm still tired. So I think what we're going to work on are the dragon feet. So I still have all of these. Last time we worked on these, we just added the claws to the wireframe, and I think now we'll start working on the bottoms of the feet, do all the bakes, and hopefully we'll have them done by the end of the day. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I haven't had any decent sleep in a few days, mainly because there's been helicopters flying around at night. They haven't gone directly over our place, so it hasn't been super loud, but it's been loud enough to keep me awake. That, and I've just been really sore, so it's been really hard to get comfortable. Last night was a lot better. I got a lot more sleep. Went to bed kind of early. Actually, I fell asleep on the couch, which kind of counts as going to bed early because I was asleep. But yeah, thankfully I got some sleep because I was really debating on not vlogging today. I was that tired. I was like, oh, I'll just get everything else done. I mean, I could just vlog tomorrow, but I like to keep to my schedule. I like vlogging on Mondays. It's just easier. There's more to pick from, and once we get further in the week, it gets a little bit more crazy because I'm trying to get things done. And Monday's just a little bit more relaxing, a little slower, just easier to vlog on. I think if I get done early today, I might start working on some editing. I've got a video that I need to edit. I'm going to actually be doing a lot of editing. I keep putting it off, so it keeps building up, but I keep putting it off just enough to where I still get a video out in time, but it would be nice to have all the videos caught up. But besides all that, because that's probably kind of boring, let's see, last week I got a decent amount of stuff done. I almost have a Monster Hunter creature done that was a commission, so I'm hoping to get that video worked on pretty soon because I'm really excited. He doesn't have any legs right now, it's just a body and a head, but I'm really happy with how it looks. I really need to stop adding to this pile back here. I ended up adding the lemur there because I got so busy with commissions and it hasn't moved. I really need to focus on it because it's just all the sewing for a bunch of different projects like the fox spirits and stuff like that. I know the dragon for these legs is in there, but still, I really need to work on that. So I think I'm not going to start anything new unless it's commission-wise until this pile is gone, which those pieces are going to be a lot of fun anyway, so it shouldn't be that much. It shouldn't be that difficult to do. But yeah, I really need to clean up and get things kind of caught up a little bit. Keep starting things and not finishing them, but I'm still finishing a lot. I'm just starting more than what I'm finishing, which isn't good. One thing that I really need to start back up on is adding stuff to my RedBubble. I started and just kind of gave up on it, so I don't even think I'm not getting sales from it. I've been drawing too. I've been drawing stuff for it, but I just have not gotten back onto it to add anything. I really need to start doing that. I don't know why. Maybe I'm being self-conscious about it since it's a different type of art form, but I've been not adding to it. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to give myself a deadline with that so I can actually like add something to it. I'm going to tell myself I need to add like, say, 3 things. 3 things before this weekend comes. See if that works. Or at least during, see, I'm already backpedaling. I'm going to try sometime this week to add 3 more things to my RedBubble. I just don't know what yet. Probably some of my digital work because I've got a ton of that I haven't added yet. Okay, get these in here and we can do a pre-bake. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let those bake for probably like 20 minutes before we start working on the tops of them. So I'm going to let that bake, cool, and stuff like that. So I've got a little bit of extra time to figure out something to do. And I'm not ready to start on the mandrake's face yet. Well, while I'm thinking, I need to check on some tracking for some orders. not mine, but pieces that I've sent out. I think I mentioned it last vlog that one of the pieces is kind of just not moving. It went out on the 9th of December and it still hasn't been delivered. Well, I put in a search request and I'm trying to see if it's been updating it at all. I want to see if we actually have the package moving now. Okay, so we have a little bit of movement. Let's see. It's in a different state now. And it... Okay, so on the 15th it got marked as, like, in a different state. But then it got the same mark that it got last time that it stopped moving. On the 17th of January, it's saying package will arrive later than expected, but it's still on its way, kind of thing. So hopefully it's not going to get put off again. So I'm really hoping that it, yeah, but at least it moved. Like, that means like it's not lost. So that's kind of good. I mean, I know in the long run, I'm really lucky that I've only had one package have issues with this Christmas season, because I've heard some Etsy people have had like tons go missing, and I would just be so stressed out with that. I would honestly stop taking orders if I couldn't get a package to a customer, but I only had one issue, so again, lucky. They're not so lucky because they're still waiting on their order, but I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm just hoping that everything is in okay conditions when it gets to them so that we don't have to mail it back to me and end up doing some repairs, because I will do that if something gets damaged. Or at least damaged enough where someone's like, yeah, I want to deal with mailing it back. Some people are like, oh, a horn popped off or something, and they'll just glue it on their own, but yeah. Majority of the time my pieces get there perfectly fine. It's just been in the mail so long that I'm kind of concerned about it. Okay, so our pre-bake is almost done. It should be beeping here soon. I think while those are baking, I'm going to get a little bit of cleaning done because there's a giant pile of dishes on the other side of the camera right now that I don't want you guys to see, but there we go, okay. But I do need to get dishes done real quick. Once those are done baking, we'll start back up on them, and then I think we will actually work a little bit on our Monster Hunter commission, because I want to at least get the back legs added to it, and it'll give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what I'm working on. Oh, that's warm. Oh, that looks so much better. You guys didn't see what it looked like before, but it's so much better. Okay, now it doesn't feel so crowded in here now that all those dishes are gone. I have like 7 minutes left, and after we get the clay work done, we're gonna have a lunch break. So I wanted to fix this for Axel. He's sleeping right now, but this is his little plush pumpkin from Halloween, and he really likes this, but it's starting to get a bunch of holes in it, and I need to fix it. That way he can have it for lunch break. So I'm gonna try and save it real quick. So he has the problem of just not finding plushes that he likes to keep intact. Usually they have to be something round like this. You notice the stem of the pumpkin is already gone. That's because he gnawed it off. But if it's round like this, he normally is perfectly fine with it. Now I'm not going to be picky and switch yarn, so I'll probably just use this. Let's see what we can save. Honestly, when I find things like this, I need to buy like multiples, but it's so hard to tell what he's wanting to destroy and what he's wanting to keep. And this is one of those keep ones. So it doesn't look too pretty. Little Frankenstein pumpkin, but I'm going to try and keep it together as long as possible so we don't have to try and find a new thing to replace it. Okay, little Franken pumpkin is all put together again. Looks more like a orange tomato, but you'll be happy with it. Also, the oven went off. I pulled the legs out and they're just cooling, so in a few minutes I'll be able to start back up on them. Okay, now I can start adding the scales to the tops of the feet. So this might take a while, but shouldn't take as long as the bottoms because I'm just layering a bunch of balls of clay. Got all of our legs done. We can do their last bake. It's actually getting kind of late, so I'm debating on just doing the clay face tomorrow for the mandrake, and we can get started on the Monster Hunter piece. Get these in the oven, and I think I'm gonna make a real quick sandwich for lunch. Not super hungry. think I finally stopped this one from wanting to yellow. It hasn't lost the little bean things in like a day and a half. Okay, so I'm done with my lunch, and before we get started on our Monster Hunter creature, I wanted to show you guys a painting that I finished. This was just a study that I wanted to do, so I took a photo of myself, okay, those are sticking. But I took a photo of myself holding one of my palm tree's leaves, where you could see the shadow of my fingers behind it, and I did a painting of it. And I think it came out really cool because it almost looks like watercolors because of how pale I left all the colors. So I'm really happy with this. I want to cut it out and frame it. It's just on some loose canvas. I had it originally taped to this cardboard piece so it holds still. But yeah, what do you guys think? Kind of cute. I might take photos of it. But yeah, I need to frame it. That, and I'm pretty sure I showed you guys this one. I did a cloud study. This one I'm pretty sure is somewhere in a vlog, but it's up here as well, just because I have nowhere else to put it. And since they were sticking to each other, now I need to put this one somewhere else. Anyways, you guys probably want to see what I'm working on. Now, this is from one of the games that I haven't played. I think it's an expansion of the most recent one. So I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly, but this is what I'm working on. This is Nargacuga. I think that's how you say it. But he's going to have like front legs that have wings on them, and we're going to be working on the back legs today. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the front legs because the wings have these spikes that are in the wings as well. And I want to make sure that they can be posed, but I'm trying to figure out how to do it safely so nothing is really fragile. Because I want everything to move around and stuff, but I don't want it to break. So I got the clay for the back legs. I got these, and we're going to first have to take the fabric for the legs, and I'm doing this for a tutorial, so I'm going to kind of hop in and out because I got to record the stages of it while I'm doing it for the tutorial. So we are going to be recording for a tutorial while I'm working on this, but it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to line up the shot for when we do the tutorial bit, because I'm going to quickly show how to connect the legs. And I just want to make it look nice. A little further back, and then zoom. Okay, that should work. Okay, I got those shots in, and now I'm going to start sewing. I kind of tuck these up so they don't stab me while I'm working on the lower legs. I'm actually really proud of his belly because he's got fake leather for this, and I've just kind of lined it up and did a really good line with it. But also what I'm going to end up doing is, even though there's spots that kind of look like scales, I'm going to cut out some scales from this fake leather and kind of glue it over different spots and just kind of add a little bit more scaling to the belly. Because the top of him is all like fluffy and stuff, but like he's got a decent amount of scaling, so I don't want him to be all furry. Oh, there's actually one thing I've been wanting to try out with adding legs to my piece. I want to get teddy bear joints. Basically, you would just have them separate, so you wouldn't have to have a wire frame, and it would give me a different type of body style to work with. I mean, I don't know if I can get them strong enough to where the creature could stand up with teddy bear joints, but it would be something kind of fun to do with like larger pieces that would be more plush. I've seen some people use them for really tiny pieces, so that's an option. This is actually kind of small for a Monster Hunter creature. The last one I did was huge. I did Nergigante, and he just took up the entire desk. His horns, I think after he was done, they were like that wide, like a good foot or more. Like he took forever. I had so much fun making him though. But yeah, with this one, I don't think he'll be a two-parter. I think I've got a decent amount of footage, but not enough to like make it 2 videos. I haven't done a two-parter in a while. Maybe I should design something that could be a two-parter, because I haven't done a super detailed creature like that, I think, since doing Nergigante. I just don't know what I would do. Like, what would be a piece that would be like that? I think it'd be original character. I would like to do a 2-part series on original character. I think the last original character that I did a 2-part series with was the Moon Dragon, which that one was definitely detailed enough for a 2-part series. I need to design something on a similar, like, detail level as that. But I also want to like try new things with it. I just don't want it to be like, oh, it's 2 parts because it just took me so long to make. I want to design something that's very different too.
Okay, got the legs in place, and these will glue right about here. Might cut that little lump of resin off. But I'm waiting for my hot glue gun to heat up, and I'm just going to pretty much cover up all the wires. That way they don't rub and catch on anything. And I never really do this in the tutorial, I just kind of skip this step, but I usually cover up all the rough wires with hot glue so there's just something kind of keeping it from rubbing on the fabric.
Okay guys, I'm just going to do a few final touch-ups on the back legs. They're pretty much almost done. I just got to finish closing them up and then trimming the hair. Other than that, I think for the rest of the day I'm going to work on some editing because I need to get next week's tutorial ready. And that's going to be the Northern Light Cat that I've been working on. I finally have it all done. I just have not touched the video at all. I've got the audio recorded and I cleaned it up and everything, but I haven't actually edited the video. And it's getting close to when I need to actually put it on YouTube so it's scheduled and ready for you guys. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to also edit today's vlog that I have right now and probably settle down. I think I have leftovers for dinner so I don't have to cook or anything like that. So I can just focus on getting some editing done. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's vlog. I know I didn't really plan too much this time around. Last week I did, and we did a lot of different stuff, so I hope you enjoyed last week's vlog where we made all the little plants and stuff, but this week I completely forgot to schedule anything, so I just kind of started on whatever I needed to actually work on. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!